Well, hello, welcome back. It's been quite some time since I did a video. Many different reasons. One is busy work. The other one, as you may or may not notice, I'm not on a sofa anymore. I'm in my office. I've moved from the north of England to the south of England, which is a bit of a wrench if you're a northerner for the rest of the year. Just means better weather, really. So I've got a pair of sneakers here, sneakers/trainers, which I have had for a little while now, but I really want to wear them. So I don't want to wear them and then do a review because that'll be dirty. So I'm going to try and do a review of them undirty so I can actually get out and wear them. And they're here. They're in an N box because I buy quite a lot of stuff from N now. And I've seen them quite a while ago, and I really like them because they reminded me of the Tom Sachs Mars Yards, which you know I've got, and you've seen a review of the Mars Yards that I've done. My favourite pair of sneakers ever, but not a really big fan of wearing them too much, especially in crappy weather like there is in the UK. So I wanted a pair of these because I thought they look very similar, a little bit similar style and very similar colours. And I got them in the end sale, so I think I got 20% off them, which is quite nice. They do run big, so I ended up going a size down. So I got them in a size 11. Size 11 was huge, so I got them in the size 10s, and that's about right. Maybe a little bit tight, but not too horrendous. So that's a sort of sizing thing. And it is, I'll take them out of the box, it is these. It is the, we're getting close, it is the Off-Whites. You can see it says a shoebox. And these are, it's quite a while ago now, so what are they? These are the Off-White Arrows running sneakers. And so Off-White do a lot of sneakers. Some of them look like Blazers, some of them look like, various other trainers you might have seen, Air Force Ones. I did have a pair of Off-Whites. I did have a pair of Air Force One Nike Off-Whites that I won in a raffle. Not really for me. Didn't, nice enough. I did a review of them, but I flipped them eventually. I think whenever I paid for them, $250 or whatever it was on the winning the raffle, and I flipped them on eBay for 600 quid or something. So these are the Off-Whites. And let me take you through the shoebox, and then we'll have a look at the shoe itself. So really nice shoebox. It's as you can imagine, because I've got I've got some Gucci shoes and I've got some Balenciagas, which I'll do a review of already reasonably soon. The shoe boxes are a little bit bigger on these sort of luxury sneakers, a little bit higher quality. This is a lovely sort of green colour. You can sort of see it there. It comes with the label is actually tabbed in like on the end here rather than stuck on like you would get with others. And obviously this is Virgil Abloh, so it's Off-White written on the bottom. You've got shoebox written across the top, and SB is obviously shoebox again. But we can see, if I go around to the label, get on the screen view there, these are the Off-Whites. They are the Arrow running sneakers, and you can see the label on the side there. So I pop the lid off, just a lid, put that on the floor, and then pop out the label here. You can see on the label here, it sort of tabs on the top. It's a little bit sticky on the back, and that's quite nice. So there's the little label. And it basically says Off-White, fashion brand, culture, yada yada yada. Very sort of standard sort of bun from the little bit of label. They also come with a little bag. All these luxury sneakers come with a bag. My Gucci's and everything else, they come with a little bag. And this one's got, you think it would just have bag written on it, like sort of Virgil Abloh style, but no, it just says Off-White, care of Virgil Abloh. I'm probably saying that wrong, so apologies. And there you go. It's like, again, a nice pale green like the rest of the bag. Fold it up and stick it on my desk. You get this nice paper here, which basically says Off-White pattern written on it. See in the paper there. Don't worry about me putting the stuff in front of my face. You want to see the sneakers, not my face. Open all of that up, and I love these sneakers. They're gorgeous. Open them up, and I'll put that on me, and here so you can see, and then I'll pop it straight out. So there we go. Here is the sneaker. So this is the Off-White runners. They're quite heavy. And I'll put this on the floor. Actually, I'll put it over here so I can pop the other one out in a second. There we go. So here it is. They're quite heavy. They're not. They're heavier than they look, which is quite surprising. And like I said, they run a size big. So I'm a 11 Adidas. These are 10. I'm a 10.5 Nike. These are 10. Still a 10, even whatever way I say it. And they are covered in features. They are literally covered in design features, these sneakers. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So what do we have on them? So if we look at the sole, you can see that says running shoe, and you can see the Off-White logo all over the pattern on the base. Okay. If we go to the back, we have the sort of Off-White X, which is on a sort of liftable leather tab on the back. Okay. If we go around to the tongue, obviously it says here, what does it say? So I can't read backwards. Made on Earth, designed on a plane. That's about right. So there we go. Made on Earth, designed on a plane. We have the standard shoelaces that have shoelaces written on them, as you'll have seen from all of the Nike versions. We have the orange tab, which I will take off. What's nicer about these tabs, say compared to the Nike ones, is I can just take these out quite easily just by undoing them. On the Nike ones, it was a bit of a pain. You couldn't take them out because they were inside the hole. So you either worked out a way of getting that off, which I couldn't, or you basically cut it. So when I sold them, it was a bit of a pain because I had to sell them with a cut tab. And you know, if you're a bit of a fashionista, you want the tab hanging out. I don't want the tab hanging out because you look a bit of a pillock. So that's that. And again, we have a bit of a leather tab on the front there. It's quite nice. Apologies, the light looks a little bit washed out. I think it might be my lamp. I'm going to switch the lamp off and see if it makes any difference. I think it's less worse. Yeah, it's much better. Much better. So we can see there's a leather tab on the front. Shoelaces, as we said there. And we have these designed on a plane. Shoelaces. They're quite a nice sort of soft round shoelace. And we can see on the end, hold on, stick in front of the camera here full. You have like a little orange waxy dip tip. It's quite nice. Hold on, where's the camera? Oh, it's over here. There you go. And another one here. Material wise, this is a suede on the front. So it's like a lovely sort of pale mustard suede, which is what reminded me a lot of the Mars Yards, this sort of pale mustard colour. I love the blue X, Off-White X on the side. Love it. Really lovely blue. And you still see the heel juts out slightly. And it's also this material here is like a fabric. It's like a thin fabric. Again, very very like the Mars Yard fabric. Sort of lightweight fabric. And it's sort of like very sort of space agey feeling. So suede, bit of leather. This sort of suede, this space age feeling fabric, which is a little bit dirty. So again, a bit like my dirty Gucci's. You know, there's a little bit of dirt on these to give it a bit of a weathered look. We have the X logo. We look at that on the side. You can see that's gorgeous, well sewn on. If we pop out the inner, we can see on the inside we've got the X logo. Nothing fancy on the inside, to be honest. Not you know, there's a bit of leather. So this is leather in here. Yeah. And if I pop out the sole, it's fairly high quality sole. Again, it's very much like the Gucci sole, and also the Golden Gooses I've got. So it's very like a Golden Goose. And then nothing particularly special in there, just a standard base, to be honest. So I'll leave that out for now. And that's about it. Absolutely gorgeous sneaker. Really, really looking forward to wearing this. Love the red. Love the mustard colour. Love the blue. These are available in some other colourways. I think there's like a black and white and various other colours, but this is the one that really, really appealed to me. And like I said, if you're running, and I'll get them both so you can have a look at the two of them. If you run at an Adidas 11, these are a 10. And like I said, they're snug but not tight. So if you're running an Adidas 11, get these in a 10. And it's the same if you're running either a Nike 10.5 or 11. I think you should just get these in a 10. I think it's going to work for you either way. They run big. Most luxury trainers do run big. I don't know why. Balenciagas I bought them at a 10. I actually bought some 11 APCs and they don't fit at all. They're at least a size and a half too big. So I think on the luxuries, a sort of size down is a good sort of rule of thumb. So we can see here, I do my usual 360. Lovely sneaker on the front. Gorgeous X on the side. And just to sort of again point out as I get a bit closer, there's like a ridge down here, which gives it a nice sort of silhouette line. And I go back around, You can see the 2X's on the back. There we go. And that is a lovely pair of sneakers. I can't remember how much they were actually. I think they're 400 quid as a guess. I'll stick something on here which tells you the actual price. But off the top of my head, it was 400 quid, and I ended up getting them for like 285, something like that, which is a really nice discount. And funny enough, the 20% on end, which comes once a year, as any end viewers will know, it came up on the 20%, and these weren't on it. So I had to wait for a 20% that had these on to get the money off, or pay full price for them. So that's them. Now I'm going to give you a sneak. I'm going to put them to the side. There you go, and I'll do a quick on foot at the end. If I can find somewhere in my new house to do an on foot. This here is coming next. So do let me know if you're interested and looking forward to this. But inside here is from Harrods, the Balenciagas, and these are the they're not the speed racers, because I look a bit of a prat in those. They're the runners. Check them out. What is it again? Race runner, the race elastic runners. I've been wanting these for a while. Been watching them on eBay, and eBay's full of fakes. So in the end, I was like, just buy them, just get them. So that's what I've done. So they're coming soon. These though, these are the current babies. These are gorgeous. If you can get them at a good price, quite heavy. Like I said, quite heavy. There's the base. Quite heavy. If you can get them at a good price, go for it. Right, that's me. That's another 11 minutes of prattling on about trainers. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm doing more luxury stuff now, so the sort of 100 quid Adidas and Nikes I'm not so bothered with anymore. I'm actually shedding my old sort of non-luxury connection, and what I'm doing now is getting a nice pair a couple of times a year rather than a cheap pair once a month. I think it's probably a much better way of doing things in the longer term, especially at my age. And it really, you know, some of these luxury trainers, they're just so well made, it's really worth the money. So that's me. You're going to get a quick on foot now, but keep a watch out for the Balenciaga. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know in the comments about what you think about the upcoming Balenciaga video. And as always, over and out. Have a good day.